Hello, my name is Alex Benitez, and I'm the director of Moundville Archaeological Park. Welcome to one of the Southeast's most important Native American cultural heritage sites. Now known as Moundville, the ancient city behind me was once a major Mississippian cultural metropolis. At its height around 800 years ago, the city had more than 24 platform mounds of various heights surrounding this vast open area that we call a plaza. On top of the mounds and in the plaza, hundreds of structures were built as residences, work areas, play areas, craft working spaces, and places for performing important rituals and politics. Everyday life for thousands of Mississippi and Moundville residents occurred right here. But archaeologists also believe that much of this everyday life supported a grander goal. Moundville was a special place. It was a connection to the afterlife, a portal to the next world. Today we preserve and celebrate the city's past and its importance to many Native American people who consider Moundville a homeland. Historically, Central Alabama was home to Creek, Choctaw, Chickasaw, and Cherokee peoples. Many tribal members return to Moundville every year on special visits and during our fall celebration of Southeastern Native American cultures. Today, Moundville is protected as part of Moundville Archaeological Park, a unit of the University of Alabama Museums. It has been designated a National Historic Landmark, and it is also listed on the National Register of Historic Places. Established in the 1930s as Mound State Monument with the aid of the Civilian Conservation Corps, the park opened its original museum to the public in 1939. Over the past 80 years, much has changed in the park, but the mounds and interest in Mississippian past remain.
This video is sponsored by EBSCO Industries, Bank of Moundville, Moundville Telephone Company, and Tuscaloosa Tourism and Sports. Welcome to the 2021 Virtual Moundville Native American Festival for our virtual experience called Moundville Museum Mystery to learn more about Moundville Archaeological Park and Native American history. My name is Rebecca Johnson, and I will be your host today. We will need your responses to solve our clues, so we invite you all to participate in our mission by commenting in the live chat. This is going to be very, very important when we get into solving our clues. So let's try it out for everybody watching. If you could just type hello in the live chat so that we can see you. That'll help us know that you're there, that you'll be able to answer our clues and help us out to complete our mission today. Well, this is going to be very important because we are going to have to pass along our findings and our answers to our guide, Lindsay Gordon, who is at the Jones Archaeological Museum. So, Lindsay, introduce yourself to everybody and let us know what we're doing here today.
Hi, guys. My name is Lindsay Gordon, and I'm the Education and Outreach Coordinator for Moundville Park. You guys will be helping me out today. I'll be your eyes and ears here at the Jones Archaeological Museum. So if you would, please listen up and make sure you guys help me. So Alex, Dr. Benitez, who is the park's director, is putting up an exhibit for Native American Heritage Month, but it seems that he can't find this important photo. So I think he'll tell you a little bit more about it.
All right, everybody in the live chat, you're going to have to listen really carefully to Dr. Benitez's message because it might come in handy.
Hi, my name is Dr. Alex Benitez. Can you help me find my photo? I need to get started on this exhibit. I think the photo may be in the lockbox inside the museum. I think there are 5 codes that you will need to open the box. All of the codes pertain to Moundville's history. I can only remember a hint for the first code. It can be found on the first panel inside the museum, the year that Moundville reached its great prominence. Thanks for your help.
So, Lindsay, how are we going to get started?
Well, it sounded like it's somewhere inside the museum, so let's go find it.
All right, let's go inside the Jones Archaeological Museum and see if we can find that lockbox. We're looking for a lockbox, Lindsay, so we need to find that inside the museum. Let's see if we can find it.
Oh, well, I think I see it.
Oh, there it is. I see it. So let's see if we can go over there and figure out what's inside it. All right, everybody who's watching in the live chat, do you remember what we're supposed to look for inside the museum? We've got to unlock that code. So what did Dr. Benitez say was our first hint to get the code? So if you can answer in the live chat.
Looks like he also left us some tools.
Oh, what kind of tools you got there?
It's like a magnifier, Sharpie, a trowel. This is a kind of light. Oh, It's a black light or UV light.
Oh, that might come in handy.
Well, we have a UV light. Oh, this is a flashlight.
Oh, flashlight is always important.
A scale. So fingerprint dust and a magnifier. I think I'll take this flashlight for now because it gets dark in these exhibits.
All right. And I'm trying to see if the live chat can help us out. Dr. Benitez mentioned a place where we're going to find our first clue. So if anybody's watching and can remember what Dr. Benitez said to get us to that first clue, let's see if we can get over there. Somewhere inside the museum, he did give us a hint in his video message, and we'll give everybody a second to see if anybody can answer. So if you do have the answer to that, write it in the live chat in this comment section of the video, and we'll go over there.
Well, it looks like it's 4 numbers.
Okay, a 4-digit code. Okay, that's very helpful. Let's see. I don't see any responses in the live chat, Lindsay, but I do recall that Dr. Benitez said the first panel inside the museum. Do you know what he could be talking about?
First panel.
Let's see, where would the first panel inside the museum be?
Yes, maybe right by the door.
Yeah, let's try that. Let's see that first. I guess the first panel right after you come inside. Let's check that out. So everybody watching, we need help answering the question, what year did Moundville reach its great prominence? So we're looking for a 4-digit number is what we're looking for. So the answer to what year did Moundville reach its great prominence? So if you know the answer, when we get to the point where we can figure out the answer, write it in the live chat. All right, Lindsay, what does that panel say?
It says, Moundville is the second largest Native American ceremonial center of the Mississippian period. And then here's some numbers, AD 900 to 1700. Located on the Black Warrior River, this political and religious capital was surpassed in size only by a similar site at Cahokia, Illinois. Moundville was a walled community constructed around AD 1100. That's another number. Reaching its greatest prominence around AD 1200. By this time, the great Cahokia chiefdom had declined, making Moundville the largest city north of Mexico in the 13th century.
All right, so does anybody in the live chat have the answer to what year did Moundville reach its great prominence? We're looking for a year, and it can be found on this first panel. So if you know the answer, write it in the live chat, post a comment, and let us know what year you think it is. We'll give everybody a second to see if anybody has the answer. All right. Okay. Looks like we do have some answers here. 1200. So some people are thinking it's 1200. So let's maybe try 1200 as the code.
Let's go try it.
All right. Let's see if that opens the lockbox.
Let's see.
We got to get in that lockbox. I wonder what's in there. It's a pretty big lockbox.
It is.
Must be a lot of stuff in there. It's a lot of stuff for a little
that
picture.
Worked.
Oh, we're in.
It was 1200.
Awesome. Good. Way to go, live chat.
Good job,
live chat. Out.
Oh, come on.
Oh, no. What is that?
It says read me. What? There's another box in here. Goodness, Alex. Well, let's see what this says. Oh, it looks like some sort of riddle. An effigy is what you see. I am made of stone. I have wings, but do not fly. My craftsmanship is well known. What could that be?
An effigy is what you see. I am made of stone.
Well, it has to be something here inside the museum. So let's go look around.
All right, live chat. What do you think this riddle means? What has wings but does not fly and is well known that could be inside the museum? It's also made of stone, and it might be an effigy. let us know in the live chat if you can answer what this riddle is that you think might be inside the Jones Archaeological Museum. It must be pretty famous. Its craftsmanship is well known. So let us know if you can think of what that is. Type it in the live chat, and we'll figure it out. So let's see if we can find something inside the museum that fits that description.
So we're looking inside the wedding scene, or one portion of it, with the chief and his family. I don't know. Does anybody see anything like that in here?
I don't see anything with wings.
I don't either.
Let's keep going around the other side. All right, live chat. Keep thinking about that riddle. See if you can think of anything that might be well known inside the Jones Archaeological Museum.
These are all really great pots. Their craftsmanship is awesome.
It is awesome.
I think most of them are made of clay.
Okay, all right. The live chat is spotting a winged serpent on the pottery.
Awesome.
We're looking for something that has wings but does not fly and is an effigy. Wings but does not fly. And it's very famous inside the Jones Archaeological Museum.
I know the vulture bowl is pretty cool.
Oh,
It does have wings.
It is a bird.
Yeah. But I don't know if it's... that was pretty famous, but...
Do you think there's something more famous in there?
I think so.
Okay. Let's see what we got on that side. So what all is that, Lindsay? I see some copper in there.
Yeah, those are copper shell adornments. Shell car pieces. Also great craftsmanship.
Let's see if we can spot another bird inside the museum.
Oh.
Oh, what is that?
It's the duck bowl.
The duck bowl?
Yeah, it's pretty well known.
Is it made of stone?
It is made of stone.
Okay. Well known, made of stone. Is it an effigy?
Yeah.
All right. And wings but does not fly. I think that fits.
Yeah. I guess we can learn a little bit more about it.
All right, let's do that.
Another name for the duck bowl is the bird or serpent effigy bowl. It dates back between 1250 to 1500 AD, and it's carved completely out of stone. This bowl was more than likely found here by C.B. Moore. As we mentioned in a previous Moundville Monday, some of our artifacts are on loan from the Smithsonian. The duck bowl is one of those artifacts. In a 1906 edition of Harper's Magazine, the bowl is known as the most remarkable piece of sculpture ever discovered north of Mexico on the American continent.
All right, Lindsay, how are we going to use this information to get inside the next box?
Well, knowing Alex, seems like it's a 4-letter code.
Okay.
Maybe we should try duck or bowl.
Okay. All right. Live chat, help us out here. Should Lindsay try the code duck or the code bowl to get inside the next lock? To open up the next lock. Write it in the chat. Should she try duck or bowl? We need a four-letter code to get inside. So give us an option, duck or bowl. Just write it down there in the chat. All right. So we've got somebody suggesting duck.
Duck?
Should we try duck? Yeah. That's
Sure.
a 4-letter code. See if it gets in there. Yeah, we got a lot of ducks.
All right, let's try duck.
All right.
Oh, there it is. These locks came. Oh, it opened right up.
All right.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Way to go, live chat. We got in.
I think
This is it. We're gonna get in. This is it. We're gonna find the photo.
And Alex, why so many boxes?
Oh, it's another lock.
Yeah. Well, I think there's something inside. It's another code.
Oh, what is that?
It?
Live chat. Let us know what you think that is. What kind of paper is Lindsay holding up? What do you think that is? It's got a wedding ring and a heart at the top. It says you're invited. Got some nice pictures of Moundville and the museum. What kind of paper is
what
she
is
holding? What is this? Let us know in the live chat. We'll have to figure out what that is, I think, to get to the next clue, to get the next code. So let us know in the live chat. It looks like Eliza's saying it's a wedding invitation.
Oh, awesome. It is a wedding invitation. What's that have to do with the museum, though?
Is there a wedding something or other in the museum?
The whole museum is pretty much in the center of it is a wedding scene. So we saw the chief and his family. Now, on this side, there is the woman coming to be married. So I think every good wedding guest should bring good wedding gifts, and that's what's around her being carried around on the palanquin with her 4 warriors. And the only person from Moundville in the scene is the guy with all of the feathers. So he's the greeter.
So how do you think we're going to get the next code?
Well, again, like I said, I think good guests bring good gifts.
Yeah, that's
right. So they brought boxes, baskets, bowls, copper, shell, feathers, fur, piles of maize, squash, sunflower seeds, all for a great feast to celebrate. So maybe one of the clues, or if for the lock, could be one of the gifts.
Oh, okay. So let's do we know how many is it a 4-digit code? Is that what we're looking for?
I think we're looking for a 4-digit code.
Okay. All right. So live chat, we're looking for a 4-digit code, and it's going to be in this list of wedding gifts. So we've got boxes, baskets, bowl, copper, shell ornaments, exotic feathers, bundles of fur, woven goods, piles of maize, squash, and sunflower seeds. We need a 4-digit code in there from that list. So it does look like Bill here is, and we've got some people saying bowl. So that might be something to try, Lindsay.
Let's try it. Oh, it worked.
Nice.
Awesome. Thanks, everybody.
Way to go, guys. We've got it into the next box. Maybe this is the one.
It is. I'm getting so excited I can't even open it. Oh my gosh. There's nothing on this.
It's a blank sheet of paper, it looks like. It says top secret on the top.
Why would he put a blank piece of paper in here?
Live chat, do you think there's anything in Lindsay's tools that she had that might help figuring this out? I mean, maybe it's invisible. Maybe there is something on it.
I don't know, Rebecca.
But we just can't see it. Maybe there's something there, and we just can't see it. So maybe there's something in the toolbox that can help with that. Maybe we should open that toolbox again to see what you have.
Yeah.
Let's pick something out.
Well, I got my flashlight in my pocket because you always need that in here. Then I have this magnifying glass. I mean, I'm an archaeologist. I carry my trowel, my Sharpie everywhere. Oh, there's this UV light, a black light.
Tracy's saying maybe try the UV light.
Oh, okay.
That might help.
Yeah, I think I have 2. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's see what that does.
Can you guys see anything?
All right, live chat. If you spot something, write it in the chat and let us know what you see under the UV light. Looks like we're starting to see some images. Let us know what you see. Maybe that'll lead us to the next step of our process to get Dr. Benitez's photograph. Looks like Bill is seeing a hand and an eye. Looks like maybe those are some of those things in there.
Yeah.
Does anybody else see anything? It looks like we have 3 things we need to identify. All right. Tracy's saying hand and an eye and a bone.
Oh, and a bone. That's what that is.
That's what that is.
That's
it's a bone. Got it.
Well, we have lots of hand and eye symbols here at the museum. Let's go see if we can find some.
All right, let's check that out. We might have to go to another section of the museum to check that out.
I'm going to take my flashlight.
Oh, that's important to be able to see. Some parts of the Jones Archaeological Museum are a little darker than others. So we'll need a flashlight to get in there. So we're going to be looking for something that has a hand and an eye and a bone.
Let's see.
We'll have to keep our eyes out for that. So let us know in the live chat if you see anything that has a hand or an eye or a bone on it. So let's take a look at that first case.
Oh, these are some sandstone pallets and other ceramic vessels. And I don't really see any hand and eyes.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any of those either. Maybe we should take another look in another case, maybe.
Let's see. What's going on here?
Yeah, everyone watching in the live chat, keep your eyes peeled. We're looking for a hand and an eye and a bone.
Let's see. Does anybody see anything? I see the OG or a portal motif. Let's see. We have the cat monster.
Yeah, I don't think we're seeing anything in there, Lindsay.
Yeah. Let's see. Where's the cat pipe?
We need a hand, an eye, and a bone. So let us know.
Lots of. This one's painted.
There's a question in the chat asking what about the rattlesnake disc? Because the rattlesnake disc does have a hand and an eye.
It does have a hand and an eye.
That might be important. Let's keep looking in this section of the museum to see if we spot anything that might be related to that.
I think the hand and eye is probably one of the most frequent symbols used at Moundville. So it's everywhere. But for some reason we can't see it in these cases.
Let's keep looking around. All right, keep your eyes peeled, live chat. See if you see an eye or a hand and a bone. Keep looking. We might be getting close.
I think we are.
Does anyone see a hand, an eye, or a bone? Let us know in the live chat if you spot something. Write it in the chat. Because I think I see a hand. I don't know if anybody else sees it. Do y'all see that? Does anybody else see anything in the live chat? So I think we've got our hand there. So I actually have a really good picture of it. If you can't see it in the dark there, this is what we're looking at inside the Jones Archaeological Museum. So that's definitely a hand. So we did find our hand. Oh, and Tracy in the chat is saying seeing the hand, and then there's bone on the bowl. So I guess that's the bone that we're looking at right there. Good eye, Tracy.
Well, I think that someone mentioned before the rattlesnake disc. So let's just learn a little bit more about the hand and eye symbol.
All right, so we're going to look at a clip from Dr. Bill Bomar, who's the executive director of the University of Alabama Museums, who's going to tell us more about the hand and eye iconography.
The hand and eye, archaeologists, I think, have come up with a pretty good theory about what it symbolizes. It makes a lot of sense for Moundville. You see, we think that this is a hand, and that thing that was maybe made to look like an eye is maybe a passageway into the afterlife. It may be where the dead went after they died. And let me explain that, because the best way to explain it is to tell the story. Let me tell you the story that Native Americans told for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years. They say, and in particular, the Cherokee told this story, and then the Lakota also way up in the Midwest, also told an almost identical story, that when people die, our soul travels to the western edge of the earth disk, the flat earth, and our soul waits there. And then night after night, as more people die, they come and join them at the edge of the earth disk, waiting. More people gather until finally, during a certain time of year, every year, the great hand of the Creator would appear in the night sky. And at the moment that that palm of that hand was even with the horizon, the dead would leap off of this earth into that hand and enter the river of light, or the path of souls. And what they were describing is the Milky Way. Those are those points of light across the center of the heavens. Those are the dead ancestors making their way on a final journey to a final resting place. So we have that story that talks about entering the afterlife through a hand. Why might that make sense for Moundville? Well, there's something I haven't told you. Moundville at one time was this vibrant city. I did tell you that there were thousands of people living here. But then around the year 1400 or so, it really shifted from being an active city to being a city of the dead. Most of the people had left Moundville, but you know what? They continued to come back here and bury their dead. So archaeologists have figured out that Moundville became what we call a necropolis, a city of the dead. It was a spiritual place where people evidently wanted to be buried after they died, so that they perhaps could enter the afterlife. So when you consider that, it makes sense that Moundville's most common and this is, by the way, the most common symbol at Moundville. We find it on all kinds of things. It makes sense that their most common symbol would have something to do with perhaps entering the afterlife.
So how is that going to help us get to the next code? How do we figure that out, Lindsay?
So there are 4 letters on here. And if the hand, eye, and bone are really frequent symbols, maybe we should just try one of those and see what happens. So which one should we try? Hand, eye, or bone?
All right, live chat. Let Lindsay know what your code of preference is. Let her know what you think she should use. Type hand, eye, or bone in the live chat. It looks like we might need 4 letters, though, so make your choice carefully. So we need either hand, eye, or bone. So if you'll put one of those in the live chat, we'll get Lindsay to try it out, see if we can get into that lock. All right. Oh, some people are saying hand. Looks like we've gotten some hand suggestions. So maybe try hand. See if we can get in with hand.
Well, maybe it's backwards. Let's see. Sometimes he can be tricky like that. H-A. Rebecca, I don't think that one's gonna work.
You're having trouble with hand? Well, Johnny Redlegs here says bone. Let's maybe try bone. See if we can get in with bone.
Okay.
We'll see if we can unlock that lock with the code bone.
Don't know why Alex put so many locks on here.
So many locks, so many boxes.
So many.
Just to take care of a photograph. That seems like this must be a really important photo.
That's what curation is for. All right. Oh, it worked. Good job.
Oh, way to go, everybody. The code was bone, so we got into the next lock.
This means we're going to have a picture.
This is it. This is the one. We're going to get in. I know. I can feel it.
Me too. What?
Oh, no. There's another one?
How? How does this fit in this?
Oh, no. We have to get into another one.
Well, looks like... What is this?
All right, live chat. Lindsay needs help figuring out what was in the box. So if you'll let us know what is that object that she has in her hand, let us know in the live chat. Just write out the word, and I think that is going to help get us to the next clue to get our next code. So write it in the live chat. What is that thing that she is holding up? That's really important for us to get to the next step. So just drop it in the live chat here. Oh, some people are saying turkey feather. A lot of turkey feathers.
Yeah.
Very specific.
Love
which is
it.
nice.
It is a feather. We talked about birds a little bit already. There's
Are
lots
there
of birds.
are there any birds? We did see some birds
Mhm.
with the effigy bowls, but are there birds in other parts of the Jones Archaeological Museum? Maybe that'll help us get to the
Yeah,
next
the
one.
greeter is covered in feathers. Huh.
Okay.
Let's see. Got the pottery. We have the greeter covered in feathers.
Let us know in the live chat if you see any birds in the museum.
We have a feather.
Help us spot something in the museum. See if we can find other birds, other things with feathers. Let us know if you see something.
There's a feathered cloak. Trying to think. What other things have feathers?
We need to find those birds inside the museum. They've got to be right there
Has to be.
because it's near the guy with the feathers. So it's got to the greeter is over there. So it must be a clue that they're nearby. The birds are nearby. Let us know in the live chat if you spot some birds. Let's see. I mean, I see something on the ceiling though.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Birds on
What
the ceiling.
what are those things on the ceiling?
Oh, those are the thunderers, or in some places, thunderbirds. Let's learn a little bit more about those.
Now, from the belief systems of the Southeastern Indians, protocol was very important, and there were creatures that were charged with making sure that things happened the way they were supposed to. And we see those up above, the thunderers. These bird-like creatures that are these giant raptors. There may be like combinations of eagles and hawks and falcons, but they're associated with the cardinal directions, north, south, east, and west. Other Native American groups in other parts of what's now the United States would call these the Thunderbirds, but here in the Southeast they were called the Thunderers, and their role in the universe was to ensure order. They were associated with what the Native Americans called the upper world. And so their role was to make sure that things happened the way they were supposed to happen, as far as in an orderly way. So if there was chaos, if things didn't happen, they would intervene. So these people would have feared that the thunderers might swoop down and devour them if they didn't follow protocol.
It looks like Tracy in the live chat was thinking the same thing that we were maybe thinking about, the birds in the clouds. So good job, Tracy.
Good job, Tracy.
Like minds.
Well, knowing Alex, it has to be, maybe it's where the Thunderbirds live, because it's only 3 letters, but I don't know. So
Okay.
we need 3 letters. It's where the Thunderbirds live.
All right, live chat. We need a 3-letter code to answer the question, where do the Thunderbirds live? We identified them in the museum. We found out where they were, but we need a 3-letter word to figure that out so we can get our next code. And the chat is way ahead of me. People are saying sky in the live chat, so maybe sky's the next code.
Let's try it. Let's see. Oh, okay. Oh, awesome! It worked.
Oh, very good, live chat. We got it. The sky is the next code.
This has to be it.
So we need
This is
to
the tiniest
get
box.
that next lock open.
If there's something in here.
Hopefully this is it.
I don't know. He might put another one in here. All right, let's see. Oh, awesome! It is. It's the picture.
Nice. What's the picture of, Lindsay?
So this picture is of Miss Mary Smith. They're doing an exhibit on her and her work. She's in Muskogee Creek, and they're doing an exhibit on her basketry and all the other wonderful things that she does at the Transportation Museum. And it's just started. It just opened.
That's right. You can go to the Mildred Westervelt Warner Transportation Museum and find some of Mary Smith's work there. Mary Smith is a very common face you might see at the Moundville Native American Festival. She has come quite a bit, and she's a wonderful artist. So go by there and check it out if you can go out there.
Awesome. I'm gonna get this to Alex so he can take it over to the exhibit. So thank you guys so much for helping me and helping him.
I'm so glad we found it. Well, thank you to everybody in the live chat who got our mission completed. So thank you all for participating with us, and I hope you'll enjoy the rest of the virtual and Moundville Native American Festival. You can check it out at festival.museums.ua.edu. And thank you for helping us solve our Moundville Museum mystery.
Thank